I'm Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank, and this is Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. I'm here in New Orleans, Louisiana at MACNA 2017 to show you what caught my eye. Let's get straight to it. Detecting water on the floor around your saltwater tank, that's a given because at some point it's going to happen. And Neptune Systems nailed it with their advanced leak detection kit. So why would they get rid of it? Because they're making it better. How are they doing that? Well, they're taking their flow monitoring module and they're giving you 2 water on floor sensors and calling it their leak detection kit. Now here's the beauty about this. The kit comes with 2 water on floor sensors, and then you have 2 ports available for other sensors like flow monitoring, solenoid shutoff, all that you can do off the leak detection kit. So you get leak detection and you get able to expand into monitoring other things or simply add more leak detection if that's what you want to do. Now, of course, Neptune Systems didn't stop there. There's something right over here that's the talk of the show. Terrence, my phone has been blowing up. People have been talking to me about this Trident thing from Neptune. What is it?
Well, Mark, alkalinity monitors seem to be the thing of the day right now, right?
Everyone's got one.
And a while back, we talked about how we were working with Jim Welsh to come up with an alkalinity solution. And in doing so, we decided, you know what? We think we can actually do the 3 things that everybody seems to want when it comes to reef keeping, which are?
Alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium.
Exactly. And so we figured out a way to do it, and we're putting it into a product, and we're showing it off here at MACNA for the first time. It's called the Trident.
So it tests all these things without me having to do much of anything.
That's correct. It's all self-contained. You basically put the tube into your tank, you put another tube into waste, you load it up with reagent, and you turn it on in Apex Fusion.
Okay, Terrence, I've seen this done, MACNA's over the year. There's things at the fish store that didn't work out, other testing things that didn't work out. When is this coming to market?
So this is a next year product.
Okay.
End of the first year, somewhere right in the middle of the year, we're looking to get this out there to people. Obviously, there's some time between now and then, and things can change.
Sure.
But this is what we think we absolutely can do is get it out to our NSI members, our insiders, in the first 3 months of the year.
Yep.
And then after that, get it out to the general public somewhere near the middle of the year.
Sub $1,000 product?
One of the criteria I told them is it has to be something that's affordable. Okay? If it's not in the right sweet spot, you're going to have a few people own them, and we've seen that already with some of the products on the market that test alkalinity, but the mass amount of people cannot. So the price point on the Trident is going to be between $500 and $600.
To get all 3
to
tests?
get all 3 tests, absolutely.
Okay, so there's reagents I have to buy. How does this work?
What we've come up with is a way to do the kind of testing that you're already doing that we know is accurate. Scientists are using it, and that's titration, okay? Straight up titration, except we've taken the elements of variability out of there, which is you as doing your drops and your eyes to detect color change and all of those things we've taken out of it. But of course, you have to have a reagent.
Yeah.
So there's 3 reagent bottles in the unit. Basically, the way it's designed is in 30 days, you'll be able to go for 30 days and use up those reagent bottles. If you want to do more time, you can. You can set the time, the tests more, infrequently.
Okay.
If you want to do, 10, 12 tests in one day, you can. But doing 4 alkalinity tests in one day and 2 calcium and 2 magnesium tests, at that rate, that one set of bottles will last for a whole month.
What's the cost on a bottle?
So we're planning on selling them in 2-month kits at a time, and a 2-month kit will be around $40.
For all 3?
Yes.
Or not per bottle, for all 3?
That's correct. All 3.
Wow. That's way less than I would have expected.
Yeah, it's got to be affordable. It's not a product.
Okay.
Right? I mean, you can sell to a couple of people. Who wants to do that? We want all of our control freaks to be able to pick this up and be using it.
So all we need is a module and a tube in the tank and a tube in waste and the reagents.
And you plug it into one link. It will require you to have the new Apex. It won't be working with the Apex Classic. There's a lot of technical reasons why that's the case. But because it's got the one link, it'll just plug with one cord right into your new Apex.
And it's ready to go.
Yep.
Okay, so I got to beat you up on this one. This is going to be a core 2-year type of thing.
I know we deserve that. And maybe over a beer we can talk about the reasons off camera with the core. But I will say, since we're talking about the core, our NSI guys have it right now. So out on the forums right now, you will be able to go see people running the core. We've got 2 of them running in the tank here. We don't anticipate ever anything happening like happened with some of our development on the core, but it does. And when a product's ready, it's ready.
It's product development, and you guys take your time and do it right.
That's just the way it goes. And this product will be no different in that way, but we've already come incredibly far, okay, with it. The numbers that we're getting out of the device, it's doing 0.05 DKH precision, right? So that's plus or minus 0.05, okay?
Perfect.
That's, after doing a whole number of tests and seeing, standard deviation and all the math. On calcium and magnesium, it's 10 parts per million.
Just totally.
Okay?
Wait, perfect point.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we think this is going to be a great product for all our control freak people out there.
This is going to show up on your Apex dashboard. You can see the results like that.
Absolutely. I mean, everything is in their dashboard. You know how it is. You'll be able to tap on, and see the graph. So now we're looking right there at the graph of the history. In this case, is our calcium, in these samples.
And we can set alarms off of it and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can set alarms. You'll be able to do things we haven't even built some of the tasks or the things that it can do, as far as maybe it's monitoring your dosing, maybe it's helping you do the dosing. There's many things that we can do here. We just have to do them so that they're easy for the user and then at the same time safe.
So if my calcium's low, I could have it automatically turn up my calcium dose.
That's the idea. Obviously, you can see the problem with doing that.
Sure.
Right?
There's some risks.
There's some risks involved, and so you need to make sure that you've got the right safety pieces in place to do that on alkalinity or calcium or any of them. But that is really kind of the holy grail, right?
Yeah.
Is to be able to have a set it and forget it, to use a Popeil expression.
Yep.
And set this Trident up, set up my dose systems, and just have my tank be stable as it can be.
You guys are all about automation and about the control, and you've always got something that wows everyone. This is definitely it at MACNA this year.
Yeah, no doubt. We knew we'd blow everybody away with it, and we were obviously super secret about the whole project.
They wouldn't even tell me anything. I got no hints about this, period.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Oh, and there's one other little tidbit, too, that kind of coincides with the Trident, is that we're working right now in the near future in Apex Fusion that you'll be able to pull down all your Triton tests as well. So you can pull everything now into one spot and have all the information about your aquarium.
I was going to call you about that after the show and say, why can I not suck that data straight in?
Yep, and that's going to be happening here in the near future.
Terrence, this is great. I'm excited to get my hands on it, being an insider.
Everybody is.
Yeah, everyone wants one, right? You better have more than, I'd say 2,000 on hand when you first ship them out.
It's going to be popular, we know.
Good work, man.
Absolutely, thanks.
Thank you.
Neptune took everyone by surprise with the Trident, and I'm definitely going to be checking this out for my system. Switching to the fish side of the saltwater tank hobby, no one saw this next one coming.
Seth, Pro Aquatics is all aquaculture. I'm looking at two clownfish. I'm guessing you guys bred these guys.
Yeah, you're right. We did. They're our new species at this MACNA. It's a scrawled cowfish.
Scrawled cowfish?
Yep, it's the first that we know of that they've been bred in captivity.
Okay.
We don't have a lot. We're still working the kinks out. They're not on the market yet, but we will have them on the market as soon as we can.
Now, cowfish are usually pretty delicate for saltwater tanks. These guys have been doing well.
Yeah, no issues, no mortality yet.
No, they're eating fine.
Yeah, eating fine, pellets, everything you would expect with a captive bred fish.
You guys are like the love doctors of captive bred fish. I mean, if you can get cowfish to breed, which usually we had no track record with these guys at all because they were so poor in captivity. Some people say don't even keep them in captivity. You have them breeding and they're doing well afterwards.
Right. Well, I wish I could say we're the love doctors and we know all the secrets. We're still figuring it out, but we've had some successes and we look forward to bringing these to the market.
Good work on captive breeding. That's the future of the hobby. I'm seeing a lot of it at MACNA, but cowfish, most unique captive bred fish I've seen yet.
Thanks.
Good job, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Cool.
Hardware, check. Captive bred fish, check. Sexy frag plugs?
Real Reef Rock is my rock of choice for my builds as it's eco-friendly and it comes out of the box looking great. But what happens when you take that plain white ceramic frag plug and you put on this great looking Real Reef Rock? You get something that's fugly. So Real Reef has come up with their solution to the fugly frag plug. It is frag rocks. These look like Real Reef Rock. They look like live rock as well, so they're going to blend right in. They come in different varieties. This is what they call a Zoa cup. You can put your zoanthid in here and glow it, and it'll glow over the rock. This has a hole in it for your SPS heads. You can stick the frag right down in there and help keep it secure. And they also have another variety that has a little groove in it. You can see here, this is great for baby clams, or soft corals, maybe that anemone that wants to get its foot down in there a little bit, you can use it for this as well. So no need for those ugly frag plugs anymore. You've got a range of options, even some for encrusting corals like chalices and monopora, so we can't forget about those guys. It doesn't have to stick out on your tank anymore as being ugly. It's going to blend right in, accentuate the coral, so you can stare at the thing that you're really interested in.
Day one of MACNA was wrapping up, and before I called it a day, something uber useful caught my eye.
Imagine this, you're at MACNA or your local frag swap, and you buy some coral and you want to get it home safely. How are you going to do that? Well, check this out. This is a coral transport mechanism from Building an Obsession. Now, this isn't just like any old frag holder. This guy actually has holding power. If you look closely on the rack here, you see these little white tabs. They're holding your frags in place, so if it gets jostled around during transport, that's okay. Everything is safe in the container. The frag is held put. You've got storage for up to about a dozen frags and plenty of water in here to keep everything safe. So you see that coral that you want to buy, but you go, how am I going to get it home? This is your answer.